I really like Ayaka. I like Ayaka a lot, but I'm also really bad at playing Freeze, sadly. So I'm pretty happy that Genshin happens to make anybody that has an infusion and a sword, a claymore, or that it uses a camp list, a DPS, pretty much. And that's how this came to be. But first, on the first half, I had to resort to the good old Hyperbloom. Although I just put Navi in there instead of using an Nemo character this time. Simply because Chamber 2 really wants you to use AoE, and my best AoE team, well, Hyperloom and Bloom with Nilou. But the problem with Nilou is that there are a couple specters that are like Dendro specters, and I actually couldn't get past them. I tried to use Nilou before Hyperloom. And after that I was like, well, if I'm using Hyperloom, I want to have Navia in the team simply because I want to have Navia and because she can help with her shotgun. Like, she can come in really quick and just shoot once, and that's already pretty good, honestly. She's better than using Sucrose for me. So yeah, and Hyperloom is just, well, it's just you know, the same good old Hyperloom. My Nahida actually has her feature, her signature weapon right now, so this should be a little stronger than usual, but probably doesn't really make that much of a difference. So yeah, I feel like I really like this idea of having one side for AoE and one side for boss rush. But that usually makes the side without the bosses really long. So yeah, so here is Ayaka. The thing is that my Ayaka is not that great, she's not really well built. And I honestly didn't know exactly what to do with this team. I tried to use Bennett, but Bennett didn't work quite well, or rather like, he didn't make a difference than just having Rosaria doing some extra damage here and there. So I rather just use Rosaria for the sake of, you know, not using Bennett just in case I end up using this team again and the other side needs Bennett. And yeah, I don't know, Rosaria is pretty comfy too. I don't mind her. So yeah, you could say that this is a freeze team still, it's just that Furina is not that reliable for freezing and we are on the boss side, so you're not gonna be freezing anything anyways. So yeah, but I guess it could work as a freeze team, maybe. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know because Genshin can't really group that well. I don't know. I got C6 Farusan recently, and she actually groups really well. She groups way better than I expected. So I may make a freeze team with her. So yeah, Chamber 2. This is where the difficulty is for this side, at least for the AoE side. So you have a lot of specters to take care of, which is not that much of an issue, I guess. This is where Navia comes in for the Dendro specters in particular. See how I'm targeting them. And since, you know, they are not gonna take Hyperbloom damage, so you can then each kill them yourself. Navia is perfect for this. Then these flowers, I'm glad that they are not like HP sponges like they tend to be. Or maybe Hyperbloom is just that good, because these guys die really fast. And they group themselves too, so that is good. So here I made a habit of like running into the middle, and yes, I made a habit because I had to reset a couple times here. It wasn't that smooth like usual. Mostly because of the other half. Not this one. Hyperbloom always gets the job done. But yeah, the Ayaka team is like an experiment, so it wasn't that easy to play. So yeah, this guy here, this big guy, can take a beating, and he doesn't really care for my shotguns. So I can't really use him. I can't really use the shotgun on him. But whatever, Hyperbloom all the way through. Here, just finished with Navia. Now, for this side, this was quite difficult for me. Mostly because I just couldn't do enough damage. And he will go into second phase before he will be like halfway the HP bar. That wasn't really good. But my issue was that I was trying to plunge more than I should. Like, how should I put it? This is Ayaka plunge, yes. But her main damage source is still her burst. So once I understood that, and once I started doing the BB debuff before using her burst, then things change. Another thing is that dashing before starting to plunge with Ayaka is a little uncomfy, since her dash cannot be cancelled. And you can't like dash before jumping either. So you need to use a normal attack before jumping for the plunge. So yeah. Here I also decided that I needed to use the burst on this guy. And in the meantime I could set up the plunges. You don't have a lot of time to get rid of that HP, but it is possible, believe me. Ayaka is pretty strong, all things considered. Plus Rosaria's damage. Plus the burst, and that was pretty clutch honestly. Hey, look at that. 7 minutes flat. I wasn't sure if I got it actually, because sometimes you get 7 minutes flat but you don't get the star, so I was making sure I got it. And then the last chamber is quite difficult too, honestly. Coppelia, I think this is Coppelia, not Coppelius. Coppelia can be really annoying because she pushes you away every now and then, and you want to be close, even on a Hyperbloom. Like, I did a lot of attempts where I was shooting her with Kokomi from far, but let's just make it so the fish take longer to reach her, so your hits take longer, so you produce less Dendrocores, so you do less damage. And also, being far means no Navia, so yeah, Navia is important. Although you really want them to be together when you're using a strong hits. Forward you only do like half damage. But yeah. This was just mostly annoying to do. But still fast enough, 1 minute is good enough for Hyperloom. My Hyperloom is not that fast in general. So yeah, and this was a big bad. So I uploaded a video where I was pretty much just throwing in tantrum and complaining how this guy, despite being good at breaking the shield, as you can see I'm just cancelling my dashes into jumps for more plunges. The dashes cancel the plunge animation as well, so it's really fast. But this guy will really recover his shield super fast. Will get the shield back really fast, and it was really frustrating because you really need that shield down to do the damage. Like, you can't do damage if the shield's up. And he will put the shield up when my Ayaka burst was happening and shit like that, and it was really annoying. I don't know what's the logic for the shield going up. Like, I'm not sure if it's random, if it just has random timers and whatnot. But damn, it was so frustrating. This attack is also really annoying because you have to time it. You really don't want to get hit by this. Like, maybe you want to get hit by it if you are like cancelling animations so you don't get knocked back. But the knockback is insane. You lose a lot of time if you actually get hit by it. So yeah. So the idea here was to get rid of the shield with plunges, and Purina is the best one for that because of what I said about Ayaka not being able to cancel her dash. But also you have to set up when the shield is up, ideally. So like not throwing bursts after you kill the shield if you can do it. Simply because you want to, when the shield is out, you want to do the most damage possible. So you want to be ready for that moment. It wasn't always possible, sadly. But yeah, he didn't give me really bad shield energy, so yeah, GG. Next time that I use his team, I'm gonna try to make some changes so they work better. It's mostly just getting better builds. Like, you can look at my builds now and they are not that great, particularly Rosaria is not good. And Ayaka herself isn't that good either, so yeah. Need a lot of work there. But this team can work. I have faith in them. So yeah, anyways, thank you for watching. I will see you next time.